Welcome back to Lost in Arcadia, a Void Heart Symphony game-ish for Crane Demented Actual Plays. You're currently listening to Episode 3. Enjoy!
Which one are you with? The one that promises you that you'll be famous, the one that promises you that you'll be a powerful streamer, or the one that promises you that you're going to have a lot of money?
You have no idea, do you?
Of course not. Why would I know? You have a blade to my neck and you haven't even told me who you are.
I'm Lace. Lovely to meet you. And their head kind of tilts as the blade sort of like doesn't like cut, but it's sort of starts to dig into your skin a little bit, causing that first bit of pain.
Okay. Wow. All right.
Huh. Didn't think you'd feel this. Interesting. You know, and they sort of like they pull their knife away and they sort of like twirl it, and as they twirl it and as it looks like it's about to like leave, it just disappears from reality. This is not as satisfying as it might be if you knew who you were. But hey, I mean, with all the timelines that I've seen with you in them, this might be the one that I only have one shot. And hey, I had to take it, right?
That's funny. You just see him like hit something that looks like his boombox, and he hits that, and there's this loud noise that probably shakes the whole building. It's loud, it's screamo, but it's not screamo. It's kind of operatic at the same time, but it's loud enough to try to push this person backwards.
Hey, friend. That's really fucking cool. As you hit the button, nothing happens because the thing that you hit is stopped in time.
Damn it. Well, at least I tried.
Yeah, sorry. That would have been really cool. And like you sort of like see this sort of like flash of like them just sort of like screaming in pain as they like sort of like clutch their headphones like to like their head as if in another timeline that actually happened. Just the briefest of blinks before Lace is in front of you. Sorry, hi, Kirby Wayward, also known as Lace, Witch of Ways. Lovely to meet you. Was gonna kill you. Cause, gotta say, can't risk it. But seeing as how you don't know who you are, Trenton would be really mad at me. So... And it is then you hear rush footsteps as the other figure from that was beside now who you know as Lace, assumedly Trenton, comes in and is just like, Kirby! The fuck are you doing?
Trying to murder me.
I thought against it because it wouldn't have been fair. He doesn't know. So you thought it would be a good idea to stop time for the entire campus. The entire state, actually. And it's fine. It'll be fine. They won't notice. Only he'll notice, and he'll probably forget this as some sort of like weird fantasy or something. Whatever compartmentalization that people do. And you see the face of a man that both loves and is incredibly tired by Lace. As he sort of raises his sunglasses and like pinches like his nose and like fucking You know that's not how we do things. You know that's not how we do things. It's not how you, the twins, and Moira do things. I'm different, remember? Which way? Yeah, I know. Sorry, if we could, if Trenton sort of looks like, if we could just have a sec.
That's fine, but if you could fix my door, that would be most.
Just a sec. Trenton sort of like pulls Lace aside, and to the audience we see, this is reckless even for you. Are you mad at me? No. Disappointed? Not mad. Ah, that's worse. It is worse. Consequences of your actions. So why don't you go back to the car, fix the door, no doilies. Then how am I supposed to get out of here? Walking, Lace, like everyone does. You drive. Just, please. Okay. Promise you're not mad at me? I promise. Come on. Lace sort of turns back to you. So I'm going to be hanging around in Washington for a while. Kind of keep an eye on you. Make sure you don't, go big, bad, or evil, or whatever. Because I've seen a lot of timelines where you do, buddy, and it's not pretty. It's actually really pretty in like a sort of celestial sense. Oh, well, spoilers. Sorry. Yeah, no worries. And like with like a little like wave of their hand, the door appears as if nothing happened. Time resumes. And then that screamo hit happens.
Immediately hits the button, so it like cuts off very quickly. The facade of that moment kind of drops. The mask drops. Oh shit! Shit! All right, crazy people in crazy cults trying to kill me for no reason.
Not in a cult, and not trying to kill you for no reason. Crazy, yes.
Oh, are they still there?
Yeah, they're still there. They have not left.
And he's just gonna look at them because he's grabbed a mirror, and you've noticed that he's now putting back on some like concealer because he's concealing something that looks like some scars on the face. Closes the mirror compact that he made. Well, I can't even have my own inner monologue to decompress that someone tried to be at my throat and trauma without you two standing here. So if you want me to unload on you on that one, you can stand there, or you could.
Yeah, sorry about that. Lace is proactive when it comes to threats against, reality, space, and time. That's kind of what I do.
It's kind of a you problem. But if I could give some advice, your name?
Trenton Cobbler.
Trenton, right. He's putting stuff on. And you can tell he's put the mask back on, even while he's doing this. When they tell you that they apologize and then they do it again and again and again and again, just know that they will do it again. They will fuck up, and you will be the one to clean it up. And they will hurt you again and again and again. And they will ask, "Are you mad at me?" He closes up.
That seems incredibly judgy from someone that was at fair, assumedly. To be fair, knife point from my partner, but you have no idea what the fuck we've been through. So thanks for the advice. I will not take it. I'm going to leave now, and Blaze will just keep an eye on you. Because frankly, from what they've told me, you're a big ass fucking threat. And if I have to, I will put you down. And then Trenton will like leave the room, and Lace will just sort of like stay there for a while and just sort of like look at you and go, "You're about to be playing with a lot of big dogs soon. Don't fuck it up." And they walk to like one of your walls and sort of goes, "To remind you." And they take like a finger and they sort of like drag it down the wall, and is in this moment as if the wall in your dorm room is a background on a stage that they're just cutting through. They sort of step through it, give a wink, and the seam sort of like slowly mends as they disappear.
Come through, Aubrey Plaza. Just with that moment afterwards, the mask completely just drops, and he just goes, I'm not supposed to be judgmental of them, but they come through my place, my domain, and judge me for the crimes of someone else.
Someone else or someone that could be you? That you could be.
Oh, no one could be me, darling. I'm only one of a kind.
So, you have a night off. What are you all up to after all these moments and insane magical happenings?
We're all college age, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like the youngest you can be is 18.
Cool. Yeah, I feel like Syd's like 19, like started school, like took a gap year.
Mm-hmm.
I think if Jessica's fine, I feel like she's probably like in like the workshop. Like I think the workshop's still probably open. And sort of letting off steam. I think she is just like kind of making art. I think like she is by trade a graffiti artist. Like that is her preferred medium. So I think there's just like a wall that she has put up just a bunch of like paper and is just kind of going nuts in terms of messing around different colors and ideas.
I have a question for you, Dare, the player.
Yes.
Is there an NPC you want to talk to? Any of the NPCs that have been established? I'll give you this one.
I think actually then, if I'm torn between like Helena or Jessica, mostly because like building
does not have to be your NPC.
True. I mean, there's a mystery person there. You know what? Talia.
Interesting. Okay.
I overheard some shit.
Mm-hmm. You sort of like hear the sound of heeled boots, like sort of like this is like the set in like I assume like a workshop in an art building.
Yeah.
You sort of hear the sound of heeled boots, like walking down the hall and getting closer and closer before Agent Anton Cook sort of like leans against the door frame and go, "Huh, cool art."
Thanks. Yeah, mostly just abstraction. Kind of just, I don't know. A lot happened today. Apparently someone died. I mean, You know that. I saw you chatting earlier. I think she said that very casually while like not addressing, really.
You're observant. Not a bad trait to have.
Well, I mean, you grow up on rough neighborhoods, you learn what to keep an eye out for. And when I see someone talking a little too loudly about some investigation, gotta keep an eye on it.
Yeah, well, the thing is, in towns like this, even if you talk loudly enough, people will choose to hear what they want to hear. Learn that the very easy way, honestly. So what's your name?
Sydney, or Syd is what I prefer to be called, but if you're wanting to be formal, Sydney works.
Oh, like Prescott.
Yeah, mom big horror movie fan.
Hey, you could have been named Tatum.
Well, I think I'm doing good so far. Lucky. So, yeah, I'm gonna be blunt and ask a little too much. What was all of that you've been hearing about? Mostly because I just want to make sure I know exactly what to stay out of and what to avoid, because I have a tendency of finding trouble.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to tell you exactly what you want to hear, and then you're going to stay out of it completely. I bet.
I might.
You probably won't.
Oh, yeah, no, there's a shit-eating grin on the I might.
Don't know much about this town, but 5 years ago keeps coming up a lot. Shit went down at the high school. Library burned down. People died. Students graduated and then disappeared. Trying to figure it all out myself, I think. Kind of before my time, as it were.
Seem connected to any of this, or is just a weird coincidence in a bad town?
Thing is, I think it's both, which is really freaking shitty.
Yeah. I think there's just like a deep sigh. Yeah. Okay. So cool. Well, if you get any clues about what a murderer looks like, let me know so I can try not to get murdered, and also so my roommate doesn't get murdered.
Yeah, because I'm sure a proactive person like yourself wouldn't find the murderer and beat their ass.
Oh, I mean, look, if I don't get jumped, I don't lose fights. And
Cocky.
oh no, history, and I think like there once again on this like shit eating grin, you can definitely see that telltale like little knock of someone who's like had a nose broken, and like a slightly chipped tooth. And like there are definitely a good amount of like scrapes. Some of those are definitely related to doing graffiti in places you absolutely shouldn't have, and like taking some nasty bumps. She probably skates too, because of course, look at her. Um, so like she is someone who has taken a good amount of physical punishment, and I think she just like kind of gestures at her form. It's like, I'm fine in a fight. Don't worry.
Dare I have a question for you?
Yes.
I need to play Jupiter here for a second as I ask
Oh
you this
my
question.
gosh. Absolutely.
Are you and Talia a thing?
How many years has this been since? For
It's been about 2 years.
I am torn between yes and yes, but it's complicated. Um, the messiness in me wants to be like, they are unfortunately a couple that like, they are stubborn. Both of them are stubborn in different ways. And I think it's one of those ones where like every like 2 months, they're like, no, I'm gonna take a second. I'm gonna take some time. And every time it's like, hey guys, you'll never guess. So I think they're currently on a yes period, but they, I think, have like a mini breakup every like at least twice a year.
Yeah.
They're exhausting to be around.
You remind me of an almost ex of mine. They're confident too with history.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to take that as a compliment because
You
almost seems
should.
like it's mess. I stay out of mess normally.
Look, I can't stop you from doing whatever the fuck you're gonna do because if this is a horror movie, kind of looks like you're the protagonist. And protagonists do dumb fucking shit. Just if you need someone to back your play. And she sort of like leaves a card on the table behind you. She doesn't hand it to you.
Of course.
Just an option. I'm going to keep doing my rounds because I'm pretty sure I'm not supposed to be here, technically. But, stay out of trouble. And she sort of like walks away.
Sure. I'll do my best. And I think she takes the card and immediately puts it in her wallet. And doesn't like, I think kind of looks at it for a second and just like shoves it in the wallet. And tries
Allow
to finish
me
that some
to
part.
tell you what it says on the card.
Absolutely.
I need to Natalia Antonova Cook, checkmate operative, Obsidian.
Okay.
Xavier, what are you doing tonight?
I think Xavier spent some time on the rooftop of his dorm, if he could get up there. But I think that was only for maybe 20 to 30 minutes. I think at this moment in time, I'm out for a walk around the campus.
As you're walking around the campus, that sort of fog settles in once more. A lot of foggy nights these nights. And as you're walking around, what are you thinking about?
A couple of different things. The first is, gotta figure out a safe place to be in case this all goes terrible. A second thing is, why do I feel so compelled to quote unquote drop the mask around this person I just met?
Those are good questions to ask. I'm going to offer you the same question, Nextel. Any NPC, who do you want to see?
I think the detective.
Detective Dominic Paradiso?
Hmm?
I think you see him like sort of like sitting on like one of the benches in the quad. So, seeming like it's clear that with the context of the other scene, Talia dragged him out here to do reconnaissance, and he doesn't want to do it because one, what, and two, he has his own plan for investigation, and this is not it. So he's sort of like smoking. You see this grown-ass man. Sort of like shirt unbuttoned, tie a little loose, sleeves rolled up. And he sort of looks at you and he goes, shouldn't you be in like bed or something?
19. A little bit more.
Okay.
You're the detective that gave the speech earlier, right?
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Hey, look, you need to. Maybe you should take one of the classes here. Public speaking is a good one.
Yeah, sure, kid. All right. Yeah, fine. And it's
I'll
just
give
sort
you
of
some
like,
tips. I'm a pro at it myself. Streamer.
oh. What do you do? Like stream like Fortnite or some shit?
I used to when I was younger. Now I stream, Elden Ring, other things. Actually, I have a question for you.
All right.
Say, hypothetically, of course, right? It's all hypothetical.
Hypothetically. All right.
Say there was, I don't know, a disappearance on some sort of campus, high school, college, whatever it is. What would you do if you were a student on that campus?
Leave it up to the police. And he kind of like smirks at you, knowing exactly what the fuck you're getting at.
No. See, it's like this, right? No, listen close. All right, ready? Here we go. I'm gonna lay it all out right here. What if you don't trust the police?
We tend to be an untrustworthy lot, I guess. But it's better than getting yourself killed.
Would make for a pretty good video, though. Get a lot of views.
I didn't think you were like a Logan Paul type, but I kind of see it now. You're kind of an asshole. Takes another drag of his cigarette, looking you up and down.
Yeah, I've been told that a couple times in my life. Sure. Why not?
Look, kid. And he sort of like puts the cigarette on the like bottom out on the bottom of his shoe as he sort of like stands up and exhales like the last of the smoke. I get why you want to take this into your own hands. Hey, maybe you knew the deceased. Maybe you didn't. Maybe you're trying to do this for whatever clout you can get. I assure you it is not going to end well for you if you do. The people who tell stories about this kind of shit, with podcasts and all that shit, they make videos, they're the farthest people removed from the situation. You're not. You went to the college. You're at the college. So I guess it's gonna have to be up to you to decide where you want this to actually go. And if you're not gonna let it go, really don't want to have to arrest you.
Oh, I plead the fifth. Oh, it's all good.
Yeah. Hypothetically arrest you then.
Yeah. I do have a more real question for you, though.
Shoot. I'm waiting for my partner anyway.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but you seem sort of detached from it all.
Am I too noir detective for your usual detective? He kind of like smirks at that, like gives like a kind of goofy grin. Like,
you see, there's a lot of. I'll tell you. Here's how it usually would go. Detective would happen, or a cop would come in. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it. We're on the case. Blah 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 blah. And you kind of said those things, but your face, your body language says otherwise. How is it that you can be so honest with your actions, but so dishonest with your words?
maybe you should look in the mirror and ask yourself that, kid. And the detective sort of like brushes past you and goes, "Get back to your dorm. It's late." And just walks into the fog.
Okay, that was Noir. Yeah.
The Noir Enigma, if you're listening. You're not listening. Thank you for listening to this episode of Lost in Arcadia, a Void Heart Symphony game, ish, for Crane-demented actual plays. The first 10 episodes were recorded in Wave Room, with future episodes recorded in Riverside.fm and edited in Audacity. Music and sound effects are from Epidemic Sound. This podcast is produced, edited, and emceed by Caleb Wade. Hey, that's me. Our 4th season performers are Dare Hickman as Sydney Toussaint, Extol as Marcus King, Crow as Lewis Jones, and from episode 11 onwards, Anita as Jackie Evelyn Carter. Links to where you can find everyone will be in the description below. If you enjoyed this podcast, please consider leaving a rating and review in your podcatcher of choice. Also, tell your friends about us. It's a wild time here in Haven Rock, and isn't it fun to be known? We will return in 2 weeks with another episode. Take care of yourselves and know that you are loved.